feel so ashamed what I did to you. But here's my confession, it's the least I can do.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to today's podcast. I hope you all are doing well. See a few familiar faces there to get things started. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Looking forward to doing today's show. Got Islander sitting and waiting to join us. So let me go ahead and pull him in, and we will get things rolling for you guys. Hey, what's up, Eddie? How you doing?
What's going on, Chief? How you doing, partner?
I'm doing all right. Not too bad. I'm corona-free and feeling pretty good. So,
happy to say I'm in the same boat as you then.
yeah, man, I've gone through 2 quarantines now, and man, it's just boring.
Yeah, not a whole lot. There's only so much of a game you can play before that starts to get on your nerves too.
Yep, but anyway, moved past that, and everything is good on my end. Glad to be getting back here at the podcast. So I guess good thing that your schedule changed up again and freed you up for the show.
I'll actually be good for the podcast from here till February. I'll be on a graveyard shift. Actually, I go back into graveyard tonight at about 11 p.m. till 7 a.m. in the morning, so I'll be rocking the street. But it's good to have this particular time of the day off, so we'll actually get back to the podcast.
Yep, and I know a lot of people have been hitting me up asking when we're going to be doing the podcast again, and well, here we are. So, and there's quite a bit for us to talk about, I guess. I know. Well, I'm just starting off. Looks like this weekend we are wrapping up an overdrive weekend, so that's always good to see when they give us a little bit of a discount there on our upgrades. Hopefully, everybody was able to take advantage of that. I know I spent the remaining part of my silver trying to get stuff upgraded, but
I actually worked on some modules, some of the cloaking devices, and I worked on two cloaking devices, 2 fortifiers, and that kind of chewed up my silver pretty good. So I'm way down below my average.
Yeah, I'm pretty much broke on silver again, but I was upgrading a Devastator, which reminds me, I uploaded a video 2 or 3 days ago, I guess now, for giving away some of those Devastators. I'll be putting up some more videos, but if you guys haven't checked out that video and you're interested in trying to win one, make sure you check that video out. And you've been giving away Havocs, right, Islander?
Giving away Havocs, yep. Doing 10 a day for 20 days. That's going to be a total of 200 Havocs. So I'll be doing the 20 days of giveaways again. So hopefully you guys go in there, sign up, and the more times you enter, the better your chances for winning are. So y'all make sure y'all swing by, check it out. Every time Chief or Danny, actually Danny's doing a giveaway as well. So every time Danny or Chief puts up, I usually add that into my video just to let y'all know that there's something going on. So just look for the little radar screen on the thumbnail, and y'all be advised when somebody else is doing a giveaway.
Yep. And thanks for reminding me. Danny over at Lightning WR is also giving away. He's giving away scatters, I believe, this month. So I know he has some of his giveaways already live. So make sure you guys swing by there as well and check it out. Okay, so this weekend with silver upgrades, as always, it's nice to see. And then they also added in the Super Chest Rush. That's something relatively new. I think they've only done it a couple of times in the past, where you get 1.5 times more keys, or not keys, but 1.5 times more progress for spending your keys on the various chests to get to a super chest. So, I mean, it's just kind of cool, I guess, if you're looking for something. And they did update the black market.
Yeah, I was about to say, with the black market update that they just did, that 1.5 keys comes in pretty handy. If you're trying to get to a super chest and there's actually something in the super chest that you need or that you're going after, or, we have some new players, that don't have any of that stuff. So anything they could get is really, really good for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's actually, it's good to see that they actually just spent the time and updated the super chest and the gold chest, bronze and silver, because man, they have been pretty lame for a long time. But let me see, I've got it here. Looks like the bronze chest, well, first of all, the black market update is only available for players level 26 and above, so that's kind of interesting. But if you are below that, the gold and the super chests include more content for, that's for lower league players, so less of the meta stuff for Champion League. But once you reach level 26 or 27 and higher, you end up getting better stuff. So like the bronze chest, they added boosters, power cells, and tier 1 microchips. So it's kind of nice to see another avenue for possibly earning power cells. And of course the microchips, those are always good to get. Let me see, the silver chest, they removed all the lame robots like the Patton, because if you're playing this long, you really don't need a GI Patton. But they added legendary pilots to the chest, which is nice that they're dropping them in the silver chest there. Drone blueprints as well, power cells, and tier 2 microchips. The gold chest, they removed all the older weapons and special edition stuff, and they added platinum, which I'm excited for. Drone blueprints, legendary pilots, and newer weapons. The super chest got revamped. They removed all the older robots. They added the Hawk, the Jaeger, Cataclysm, Cyclone, and Nodens. So they're putting some Titan stuff in the super chest, which is nice. So overall, honestly, huge thumbs up for making those changes. I think it's long overdue. And it's stuff that the community has been asking for a very long time.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they did a good job making those changes. There was a couple of weapons in there, a couple of bots that I wasn't too ecstatic about, but I mean everything in there is pretty good stuff. I mean, a lot of people are working on certain builds, and that's going to go a long ways to help them out.
Yeah, and just the fact that they're throwing the platinum finally in there, and the Titan stuff as well as I mean, honestly, I'm personally surprised that they added Titan gear into the super chest, because I don't know, I didn't see that coming.
And the Nodens is still a very solid Titan. I mean, it's a really good Titan. It's much better than the Ming. I think it's right up there with the Arthur. So it's good to see it there. I'm really surprised they didn't put the other two. Maybe they didn't want to overload it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it kind of gives us maybe a taste of what is to come. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on that. Hey, what's up, AD Gaming, sitting there in the chat?
AD, what's going on, my man?
Appreciate you stopping by. And looks like Mixfant was talking about it. He said that he got his super chest today. He wanted the Cyclone. As per usual, though, he can't seem to get it from the event or the black market. Well, he didn't say what he got. So what did you get, Mixfant? I know you were wanting the Cyclone, but you didn't tell us what you got. But yeah, overall, I think that change is, I mean, it really should get the community a little more excited, because it looks like they are kind of listening, at least. I mean, we were talking about this maybe a year ago, but a lot of these changes, but they're actually making them, which is good to see.
Looks like AD stated in the chat that he got the Nodens from the super chest. Congrats, AD.
Yeah, and he says that it's the best Titan. It's definitely a deadly Titan, but I still love my Arthur.
Yeah, I'm kind of well. I like to use I like to use the Nodens more for team play now. Yeah. And I definitely like to use the big techs for free for all, just because you got that speed to close the gap.
Yeah, definitely. Mixed fan. Okay, he got the Ivory Ravana. Well, if you don't need a Ravana, you can sell it. I'm sure it's worth about 5 million silver, which sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah. So let's see. We also have the update to talk about.
Real quick, let me address Momo. Momo, you can't find my channel? That's why you're supposed to have the bell for notifications. Just had to throw that out there, Momo.
Momo can't find your channel. Well, Lone Spanker just put a link to the giveaway.
Thank you, Lone. You're the man, baby.
So appreciate that. And if Lone Spanker doesn't mind, maybe you can drop by Danny's giveaway video and throw a link in there for that as well, since we're giving away the full complement between our channels. But oh, you were talking about the Titan, the Nodens. I mean, I have Nodens. I also have the newest one, the whatever it's called. Brain's not working. But man, I still love my Arthur. But that Nodens, man, you pair that with an Arthur, it's a sick
it's a
thing.
Disgusting setup. It's a disgusting team. Yeah. It really, really is.
Yeah. And that's kind of what we, or at least when I'm live streaming, I always run my Arthur, and usually the guy that I'm running with is Kine, and he usually runs his Nodens. So definitely a fun duo to run with.
Oh yeah, match made in heaven right there.
Yeah, Mixed Fan said it's already sold. He already sold his Ravana. All right, so there's some old stuff here. They didn't really put any information out on their website about the Christmas event, but we can, we'll definitely dive into the Christmas event. But I kind of wanted to talk about some of the changes. I don't know that we really got into too much. I know we talked about some of the changes to the drones on a previous podcast.
Okay.
But there's a few other changes that went in, and I'm trying to find them here. Oh, the speed bonus buff. We never talked about that.
No, we didn't.
And that's kind of an important change, because that, the speed of your robots really makes a big difference, no matter what game mode you're playing in. And they went through and they basically revamped the whole speed bonus, whatever they're calling it, to the whole game. I think overall I'm happy that they went through, because I know once Remastered came out, there were some issues with a lot of the robots and their speed. It seemed like everything slowed way down, and it felt almost broken. But then they came through and they did make this change to the speed of robots. The pilot skills, even the boosters got a boost. So, like, if you're running a speed booster, it used to be 10%, now it's 20%, which is huge. So I just kind of wanted to bring that up because that was something that we did miss discussing. And I don't know, are you kind of satisfied with the speed?
I am beyond satisfied with the speed. As you can tell, most of my hangar, I run a few speed bots in there. I like everything to have a good amount of speed in it, especially the Pursuer gets me in and out of little situations. With everything going on in the game, there's a lot less people running quantum radars, so that's actually kind of helped out the Pursuer a little bit. There are still people running them, but the speed factor that has been changed has really been a huge plus. So, and I'm all about speed. I really, really am. You can't have enough speed in the game as far as I'm concerned. The faster, the better. So I'm happy with it. And if they want to buff it one more time, I will not complain at all.
Yeah, and I'm kind of right there with you. I love going fast, and when you drop in, when I drop in my Arthur and I'm like barely moving, I'm like, oh, come on now. But right. I do like that they did correct the speed of the robots, after things kind of got messed up when they came out with the remastered, and then the buffs that they did add to the speed is great. I'm like you, the faster the better. I would be totally fine if every single robot in the game could just go super fast, to be honest. But Anyway, didn't really see too many people commenting there in chat about the speed stuff, but anyway, let me know in chat if you guys even noticed the speed changes. I guess this was a little while ago that this happened, so but yeah, so the Christmas event, we can jump into that. We've got the Christmas event and the new operations. Let me pull it up here on my screen. I know I'm not really showing it to the viewers here, but I just want to make sure that I'm giving the correct information when I'm going over this. All right, so the Halloween event ended, right? And then we've got the Christmas event, and the Christmas event has a couple of things. You've got the typical boxes to open up, the crates, which are, it's different now. I guess you could say that. Where
Right.
you just got this like weird card flip thing, and you just kind of, I don't know if that really makes a difference. I think it's just, it knows what it's going to give you before you click on anything. You know, I think they just threw an extra step in there to kind of liven it up a bit, which I guess is fine for, you know, like YouTubers, because, you know, if you do a crate opening video, I mean, you can be done opening, you know, $100 worth of crates in about 3 minutes. You know, so stretching that out to a full video can be difficult. But so this adds an extra step in there. So, you know, might take about 6 minutes to open everything. But I mean, do you feel like it even matters, you know, with the card flip thing?
No, I mean, we see the little three that come out, and like you said, I think it's pretty preset on what it's going to give you. I mean, I don't think it's like physical. Like if we put out 3 cards in front of us, I mean, there's no way in hell, you know, all 3 cards will be the same. But when you do it digitally, the way they're doing it, I think it's already a preset price. So it really doesn't matter to me the way it is. I mean, I kind of liked it before. This way, just kind of, it throws it out. It's just new to us. So
Right.
some people like it, some people don't like it. Some people actually believe that there's a chance. And hey, by all means, believe it all you want to. I could be 100% wrong. You know, there really could be an option to win one of the 3. I just think it's just something new and different, and we just haven't gotten accustomed to it. And they're probably testing it out. Who knows if we'll see it in the next, you know, in the next update.
Right.
Or the next event. I'm sorry.
Looks like Cursit was saying that he doesn't really care for the triple card thing, and Will is saying it's like a 3-card Monty, just another way to disappoint us. Yeah, I when you're right, you're right. So yeah, definitely you're right. I think the last couple of crate opening that I did, I was really disappointed in what I got. But I mean, at the end of the day, I did end up finally getting what I was going after, but it took way more than I really wanted it to. But anyway, looking at the special delivery for the Christmas event, now there's 3 boxes to choose from. You got the 100, the 200, and the 400 box. I mean, we've kind of been used to the 2 boxes. I mean, when they went from the 1, and then all of a sudden now there's 2, you know, and the second box was really more of the newest robot and then Titan stuff. And the first one was everything else. But now with the 3, honestly, I like it the way they have it set up, with the prizes, with the 3 different boxes to choose from. You know, if you're a free-to-play player and you're just grinding that 100 chips each day, you know, you're not spending any money, I think, you know, box number 1, the ones that's only 100, it's got really nice prizes in it that somebody that is free to play will likely use. You know, it's got the nucleons, it's got the scourges, the cryos, you know, it's got all the full weapons. It's got, you know, some, you know, full robots that are still very usable. It's got one new pilot, which is honestly probably one of the worst pilots I've seen. But
which one is that one?
The one that the nucleon quarker, and they overheat slower. Takes them longer to overheat.
Yeah. I actually put him in my Typhoon because I'm using the 4 atomizers on it. Right. So it's but the only problem is once you upgrade him, he is going to be linked to that bot forever. You can't move him around because it's gonna be, even if you're using the atomizers on another bot, it will be a different bot, and you will have to go through the whole process all over again.
Right. Well,
so that's the only issue with that. But I mean, it's okay. It does pretty good as far as the overheating part, but I think they could have definitely done something a little bit better for him.
Right, and you're absolutely right. He is absolutely tied to that robot, and that robot is locked into those weapons as well. So you're kind of making a pretty big commitment if you drop him in. And honestly, I don't think that a slower, overheating is any better than you could just use an Adrian pilot and you get 5% extra damage all the time. You overheat faster, I guess, but I mean, I don't know.
But you also get that 5% buff.
Yeah, and I don't know too many people that are literally just sitting there pushing the button, from 500 meters and just hoping it hits, for 10 minutes straight. But I don't know. Anyway, everything else in there I think is pretty good. I mean, yeah, there are some.
Now you're making me rethink my decision there.
Well, I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna sit there in your Typhoon and just take down Mings, I guess, at 500 meters because it takes longer to overheat your atomizers.
No, it works really good in the brawling aspect as well. I mean, it's good for anybody. It works really good against the Hawks. Trust me there. Really solid on the Hawks. Once they land, you can lock them in that position and just well away on them.
Yeah, but usually a Hawk.
I guess like anything else, it's situational.
Yeah, a Hawk is going to be dead if they land and you lock them down in place, and I mean they're going to be dead before you overheat regularly anyway, because the Hawk is really not a whole lot of health. So I don't know. I don't really see a place for it unless maybe in, I don't know, domination or
maybe, I don't know.
Team deathmatch. I don't know.
Definitely got rethinking my decision there. Definitely.
Yeah.
And maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you're good with it though, I mean, play it. But I just think that pilot, I don't know, it just seems silly. I don't know. AD is with you. He's saying he's using the pilot on his Typhoon and it's effective. I mean, no doubt it probably is effective, but is it more effective than an Adrian pilot where you're getting that, extra boost? I don't know.
Yeah.
But
well, like you said, it is a big commitment, but as of right now, it's doing pretty decent. So I'm kind of just going with the flow on it.
Yeah, and that's cool. Yeah. Anyway, so getting back to the special delivery, I think that first box really is good for the free to play players. I mean, they can use most of the stuff that's available in there. So I think that's a great option for those folks. The 200 box though, that is the one that has the it's got the Lewis Duncan,
right?
The one where after you lose a certain amount of durability, the Typhoon gets defense boost. That's another one that's like I don't see it as being that effective because it can only trigger once per match, so I don't know. I don't know. Typhoon.
Yeah, I wasn't really sold on that one.
Yeah.
Very much. I mean, cool pilot, but I don't know. It all depends on somebody's play style and what they're trying to do with it. I have no idea, but he is definitely not a pilot I would put in there.
Right. But in that second box for 200, you do have a chance of winning a Typhoon. Of course, you got the paint job, but then you've also got
paint job.
The sound weapons are all in there. So, you know, this box I think is good for like the pocket change player, you know, or even the free to play guys if you know you want to save up a couple of rolls and you're going after, you know, these newer weapons. I think you know, I think it's not a bad option for those folks. Box number 3. That one is usually the Titan stuff, and then lately they've added the drones into it. Now, personally, I have never gotten a drone out of this. I don't know if it's even possible. I don't believe that it is, even though they're listed. I haven't seen anybody actually pull a one of these gold drones out of the 400 box. Have you had any?
I haven't heard of anybody getting one yet.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if it's broken or it's just super
you guys,
rare.
well, hold on. You guys in the chat, has anybody pulled the new Octanian drone out of the Titan crate or the third crate, gold crate, whatever you want to call it, the 400 crate?
Yeah, the expensive one, the high dollar.
The expensive one. Y'all let me know if anybody's gotten one yet. Kind of curious.
Yeah, because you know, I honestly, I mean, I watch you know a lot of the videos that people put up of, you know, the box openings, and then I do them myself, and I've never seen anybody actually get one. Oh, of course, AD, there he is. AD is saying he got the sharpshooter drone from the gold chest. Oh wait,
Okay.
I don't think he's talking about the black market. We're talking
black
about
market,
special
okay.
delivery. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. You know, I'm not really sold on the heavy or on the big crate yet. I mean, it would have been really nice if they would have added some gold chips in there, you know, to make it really tempting to drop those extra tickets. You know, even if the probability is hard to get, you know, at least you have that up chance to get it.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And then of course they got the Titan stuff in there. You know, the Minos still for those, you know, that might still be after it.
Right.
The shotgun weapons, those are still decent if you don't have them. Believe it or not, they're pretty darn strong. I know 4 of them on a Nodens will make a shield of an Arthur just disappear like nothing.
It'll evaporate that son of a bitch real quick.
Yeah.
It will.
Yeah, it looks like in the chat there, looks like people are mainly spending their chips on the 100 and the 200 boxes. So not many people going for that 400, I guess. But I'm with you. Why isn't there gold microchips in there? I mean,
chips in there.
When I get, I mean, usually when I'm opening the, you know, the boxes, doing a chest opening video or whatever. Actually, I haven't been doing the videos lately. I've been doing it on my live stream. It's just easier for me. And anyway, that's when I usually do it. But I mean, I guess it's nice to get a purple, you know, microchip.
Yeah.
But
of course.
Come on, Pixonic. I mean, this is supposed to be the high dollar or the big roller, you know, chest. Throw some gold ones in there, you know, at least a couple.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, even if it was just the, you know, the one that I think one of my favorite gold microchips is the circle one that allows you to it adds the energy, increases the amount of energy or whatever. You know, it takes it from like 30 to 38 or whatever, 40 to 48. It allows you to use another chip in it. I don't remember what it is called right now off the top of my head. And I am not in that account. Anyway, if anybody in the chat knows which chip I'm talking about, the name of it anyway, let me know. But I find that one to be one of the most useful. Like when I was on the BR account making a video, you know, we've got all of those chips, right? And they're gold already. So, yeah, I was sticking it in, and I mean, I was getting some of these gold drones up to, you know, like 48 power or energy or whatever it is that they're calling it. So I was able to add extra, you know, chips, which is great. I mean, you have a gold, blueprint drone, and you've got like 6 or 7 gold microchips on it. I mean, it's just insane. Battery, that's it. Thank you, AD. The battery chip. Yeah. I think that's one of the most useful ones, to be honest. I mean, I know everybody's going after the the one that can suppress or lock down or freeze, but man, you could just do so much with the battery microchip and just adding some of the other support chips in there. But getting back to the special delivery, I think it's kind of disappointing, the expensive box, and there's nothing really new that they added into it other than that one blueprint for the Octanian drone. So I don't really foresee too many people going for that 400.
To me, it doesn't have the value to go after it.
Right.
It really doesn't. To spend. What are you going to spend? Like almost 2,000 coins before you can actually get up to the guaranteed free price.
Yeah.
I did a lot. I think I did a lot better in the middle one, which seems to be the one I'm after, where I actually won a scatter and a devastator. Before I think the devastator was the actual free prize, and I actually won a scatter before that. So it turned out well and good for me in the middle box.
Yeah, and honestly, where I'm at, I'd definitely be shooting for that middle or that 200 chip box, I think. But I mean, overall, just talking about the special delivery part of the Christmas event, I'm mainly excited more for that box one, even though personally I'm not going to be rolling in that. That's just my hanger strength. I don't need that stuff. But I'm excited because there is some really good stuff in there that the free-to-play players are going to have access to. And I think that's...
Yeah, definitely.
That right there is great.
Now, talking about our free-to-play players, let's. I don't want to jump over too far from the topic we're on, but have you guys been utilizing the little gold mining thing, the little get more gold by playing another game or doing a slot machine or stuff like that? Raid was a good one there during the Black Friday where it gave out the 20,000 gold. Have you all participated in any of that? And if y'all have, how much gold have you pulled from that? I've actually been doing very well in that department. And if you're a free-to-play player and you don't want to drop money for gold, that is an excellent place to go where you can grind out a little bit of gold when you're not playing WR.
Yeah, and what you're talking about, it's a new feature, and some people might not even be aware of it, but now when you're in your main hangar, and it's got the your silver, gold, and platinum up at top, just hit that gold, and usually, and it still does, it brings you to where you can spend money to buy gold, but underneath at the bottom it says get extra gold, and you press that button, and there is a bunch of things. Some of them are just ads that you watch, and you get like 50 gold or something like that. There's one right now that's offering 7,800 gold for a home chef something or another. I mean, I don't know what all you actually have to do to get that 7,800, but there's a few on there that are like that. 30 1 over 3,000, make a monthly donation to Save the Children Foundation. I don't know how much you need to donate, maybe $1 a month or something, but I mean, that gets you 3,300 gold. Not bad. But yeah, I mean, definitely go through, and these things seem to change like every day. It's something is a little bit different with them. So I would definitely recommend, like you said, the free-to-play players, hit them up and get some free gold. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm working on one right now. I believe it's like 6,000 or 7,000 gold for a slot machine, right? And I've already completed 2 of the slot machines, so this is actually my 3rd one. And I've been using that gold. I think I'm down to like 85,000 gold, but I've been using to purchase chips and do upgrades on some of the pilots and stuff like that. With gold, it didn't cost me anything, so it's coming really, really handy, and it's going to come in handy for you guys as well. All right. You just got to put in a little bit of time to meet those whatever the requirements are for obtaining your gold. But you do get the gold instantly. So say you got to get to level 25 of raid. Once you get to level 25, it starts the process to send you the gold, and you will get that within the hour, within the evening.
Right. And let's see. Albert was saying it's only for Android, use on iOS. It is available on iOS now. Albert, it did come to us a little bit later. Android did get it first, and Will Lai pointed out that we didn't get the opportunity for the 20,000 gold for the raid because it was already done by the time it came to iOS for us to have that feature. But there's still a bunch of other stuff in there, and I think the whole point is that this is, even though it's a marketing deal for Pixonic, I mean, that's basically what they're doing. They're selling space to these companies to have this feature in the game. But you as a player, I mean, it's a great avenue for you to hit up and get some extra gold. And you know, a lot of them don't require you to spend anything. But definitely be mindful when you are on there, because some of them do require you to spend money at that company or whatever. So just, you know, go through,
right,
but check it frequently, because, you know, like I said, it's
just read that description. It's going to tell you what you need to do.
Yeah, but it's definitely a good you know, I mean, it was nice to see, even though, you know, yes, it is another, you know, marketing ploy or whatever, you know, but hey, you know, if Pixonics is making money, you know, from putting that in the game, and it's giving players free stuff, hell yeah, do it. Because we've been asking for
all day long, bro.
I mean, ever since pilots came out, we've been saying, where are we going to get the gold? You know, we need gold. Well, there you go. That's you know, that's one way that they added in the game for you to get some extra gold. I mean, and it looks like it's going to be a permanent feature, so, you know, go with it. But getting back to the Christmas event, one of the biggest changes, and to me it's totally freaking annoying with the Christmas event, is that,
oh, don't even tell me, don't even say it, the sound of the guy's voice,
yes,
that's saying kill.
Yeah.
Double kill. Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean, it sounds so stupid. I mean, I don't know who Serious Sam is.
But oh my God, that's got. We need the original voice back. We do, man.
Yeah, the original sound clip was way better. I don't know who Serious Sam is. I don't know what kind of deal you guys made to throw Serious Sam into War Robots. But yeah, that one was just annoying. I can't wait for it to be over just because of that. The guy's voice, I just, it's not for me.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's got to go. It's got to go.
Albert's saying I always have my volume off, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, well, watch some videos of recent YouTube videos, people getting kill streaks.
No, don't. You're not missing anything.
Terrible.
Don't.
It is terrible.
Oh God.
Yeah, and Will, you're right. Thankfully, the sound is kind of low. I mean, and the volume is lower, so it is harder to hear, but it's still, you do hear it, and it's just a screechy voice, and it needs to go away. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, the Christmas event, they also added in daily tasks, right, for this Christmas event. And there's, I don't know, the whatever, you first you had to, get so many wins. You know what I'm talking about, which daily task I'm talking about under the bonuses.
Oh, yes.
Right, and then it eventually gets to where, okay, you need to get X amount of damage using a certain, robot or type of robot or whatever. What I don't even know what do you get at the end of that? Does anybody know?
You talk about the final main prize?
Yeah.
Huh. Actually, I'm not 100% sure on what that final prize would be.
Yeah, I have no idea either. I mean, but I do know that some folks are really struggling to complete some of these tasks, especially, you know, when it's saying, okay, you need to get, you know, 40 million damage or something with an Icarus bot, you know, and people don't have that robot leveled up, so they're using like a low level robot just to try and get, you know, this task done. And who knows? Okay, Albert's saying that you get a new nucleon.
Oh, okay.
You know, at the end of it.
Thank you, Albert.
Yeah, if it's worth it to you, I mean, I guess grind away for it. But like, I know, yeah, Mix Fan, there you go. He says he hates the daily tasks, too much grinding, and yeah, I've seen him in the Discord channel, kind of talking about his take on that daily task. It's not fun. I guess it's cool that they added something extra, just a little extra in there for folks if they wanted to go ahead and grind for it. But yeah, I don't know. I think some of the tasks are just not very well thought out. But you know, hey, it's part of the event, and you know, that's my thought on it. Anyway.
Right.
I'm
with you.
I just wanted to.
I mean, I'm going to get whatever I can get as a plane, but as far as going out and trying to do specific tasks, just to, you know, try to get certain prizes, no, I'm not going to do all that. Just not going to do it.
And that's where I'm at. I'm not going to go out of my way to try and get it. You know what I'm saying? I guess if you really, really want that biomechanoid nucleon, it does look cool, but you can also win it in the 100 level chest. You know what I'm saying? You got, you know, 30 days at least worth, so you get 30 tries to win that weapon in the regular special delivery chest. So not really worth it to me.
Yeah, I'll take a pass on it as well. Whatever I get while I'm playing the event, great, you know. But I'm not going to go out of my way for to use certain setups or certain bots or try to upgrade them because I can't compete with it. No, it'll just be too overbearing for me.
Right, and it does look like there's only like 3.5 days left on that thing, that task or event or whatever it's called, mini event. I don't know if there's going to be another one starting after that. There might be, but anyway, after 3.5 days, it's not really going to matter what we thought about it unless they plan on doing something like that again in the future.
Very true. Very true.
The daily tasks though, for the little microchips, those add up. I'm sure you're picking those up, you know.
Right.
When you play, I mean, you got to win 2 matches, and you get like a ton of. I mean, they're all tier 1 microchips, but I mean, if you win,
there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, you get a bunch. I mean, so you know that really helps if you are going through and doing the combining and grinding up for some decent microchips. So I like that they added that in there. It looks like they also did make some changes to the bonus daily task where it just keeps adding more to it. Like say you don't play one day, it doesn't just, you know, renew that one and, you know, the gold where you can get 5 gold for watching a video or 10 gold for watching 2 videos. That just keeps stacking up. And like on mine, I have like 50 of these gold tasks because I am not going to sit and use videos to get 5 gold, you know. There's better use of my videos.
Chief, send them over to me. I'll sit there and I'll go through all those videos that claim that gold.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't have the time to sit there and, you know, watch. And plus on Android, you guys can start an ad and then you just click a few things and make the ad close, but it still gives you credit. On iOS, we can't do that.
No, they did away with that. Yeah, that was going around for a while, where you could just click off of the video, but no longer. If you try to click off that video, it's going to push you back to a brand new ad, and you got to sit there and you got to watch the ad. That was about 2 updates ago that stopped.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, Franco. He says, I'm on Amazon. I don't have the option to watch ads. Yeah, they need to. I don't know. I don't know if they're ever going to do that on Amazon. Or, give you ads or not.
Anyway. That's more on Amazon's side of the part.
Yeah, it
not
is.
Making deals and not helping you guys out.
But anyway, I just I like it. But the thing I was trying to point out was, it's a really minor change that Pixonic made, but it's helpful to people. And maybe those of you that like to watch those ads or use those ads to get all that gold, good. Now you have tons and tons of opportunity, and you don't have to worry about missing out on your 15 gold for 3 ads or whatever. Each day it's just going to keep stacking up. So that's a good change to help get a little more resources out there to the community.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I don't actually sit there and watch all of my ads. I mean, I'll click on it and I'll be doing something else, and then I'll come back to the tablet, click it, hit the next one, and I'll just walk away. And every time I pass by the tablet, I'll just hit another ad. I won't physically sit there and watch all those ads. I just can't. I would get frustrated. So, but as I'm doing things throughout the day, I'll walk by and just hit those ads over and over again till they all run out.
Yeah. Well, looking at the chat here, Joe says that he thinks it only stacks 2 days worth of the free gold for ads. On mine, that's not the case. I mean, I can open it up here, and I've literally got, probably 30 or more of those gold watch ad things. Mixfan says that might be a bug, that he's had that happen before, and then he went through, cleared it all out by watching the videos, and then it went back to normal. Maybe it is a bug, I don't know, but it's good, whatever it is. And I know because I do watch the ads for the free platinum. Okay, I know it's only 5 platinum, but you watch 2 ads every day. But that one does stack up 2 days worth, so that's kind of nice. I could watch 2 ads, and then it'll immediately pop up yesterday's that I didn't do. So it's nice to see. That's, I guess, all I'm getting.
Yeah, whatever happened to the ad? What was it that they gave you? Like, what was it, 100 platinum or 50 platinum or whatever it was? When you watched like 5 ads or 10 ads or whatever it was in a row.
Oh, I don't know. I never saw one like that.
They gave you an extra little bonus amount of platinum, and it was like, but they only did that for a few days and it stopped.
Yeah, I haven't. I've never seen that. Maybe that was a test that they were running for you guys over on Android, and it was short-lived. I don't know, but
yeah, very short-lived.
Yeah, all I get is the 5 platinum for 2 ads, but and that's kind of or they did have a skirmish for the Christmas event as well.
Oh, the skirmish was fun. Hey man, that was fun. I was listening to a lot of people say that it was boring, that the Hawks always win. No, that's not the case. I won several being on the Hellburners team. Not as often, okay? I mean, you weren't winning every game. It was definitely a challenge because the Hawks just fly up to certain places and they just post up there, But you gotta wiggle your way around and get in there and make your jump, use your jump properly to get to where they're at to pop on them. So they are beatable. It's just not easy.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting skirmish, but I don't know, not my cup of tea. I mean, I guess, but I don't know. For me, I haven't played a fun skirmish since like a year and a half ago, probably, where it was like the one-shot kill where like you were Gareth running around with Trebuchet. I don't know if you remember that one. I mean,
yeah, they did that one recently again, but they used which bot was it? It was a one-shot kill also. I just can't remember. Man, I just would blink. I just would totally blink.
But yeah, I don't know. Man, I haven't had much fun with the skirmishes lately. I don't know. That's just maybe it's just me. Looks like a couple people in chat are saying that the skirmish is all right. But
yeah, I liked it. I really did. I had fun with it. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I played several of them, and I really enjoyed it.
Alberto asked, do you know any people that got banned for getting out of the skirmishes just looking to play on the Hawk side? I haven't heard of it. I mean, you don't get banned for leaving matches. I mean, I could see somebody ending up in LPQ for leaving matches, but that really shouldn't count on skirmish. I don't know if it does or not. I don't think it should. If it does, I don't know.
I really don't know. I couldn't give you an honest answer, Albert.
Alberto said that they were banned.
They were banned.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard of anybody getting banned unless they were doing something different or shady, or I don't know. It's not very often that you actually see somebody get banned in this game. Although, speaking of that, they did mention that coming here pretty soon, there will be a reporting system added to the game.
Yeah, that's coming up here pretty quick.
So, I think that, I don't know, I mean, while I like the idea of having in-game reporting, because, you know, it sucks when you're, you know, playing and you're doing well and doing everything you can, and you have like 2 tankers on your team and you lose because these guys, you know, and that sucks. But, you know, so
I think people are going to use the reporting system for just about anything and everything and every little thing.
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure that TikTok is already probably, you know, schemed that little idea that that's going to happen, and they may have a something that's just going to go ahead and cipher out, you know, frivolous complaints versus valid complaints.
Right. I mean, I can totally see, you know, YouTubers running into that where, you know, people just, you know, because, you know, I mean, we're YouTubers, we're playing the game, you know, sometimes I'll go against you, and, you know, sometimes you don't like a YouTuber or whatever, you don't think you should be going against their, you know, BR account or whatever the case is, and I can see people reporting the YouTubers just because they're a YouTuber, and that, I don't know, I'm not looking forward to that. So,
well, I mean, all you're gonna do is get your BR account banned, and it's that's Pixonic's account.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I wouldn't be surprised if that actually happened, though. Farrell Viker says that tanking is not the issue. The reason behind tanking is. I understand what you're saying, but I will have to disagree with you on that, because regardless of the reason, that person is choosing to tank, you know.
You know,
so
and
they're
I'll
on the
go
hook.
ahead and tap in there a little bit, Chief. I mean, you got to the level where you're at by whipping a whole lot of ass. You didn't just jump into Champion League. I mean, you whipped some ass to get up there. All right. Now you're on a level where you got competitive players, and you know, people get frustrated when they start losing. I mean, we're gamers and we're competitive, and people tend to get frustrated. And you want to move back down to a level where you're playing where players are not up to your level, where you're just whipping ass again. That's the only problem I see with tanking. I mean,
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I get that some people, you know, feel that, you know, they're in an unfair position, so they have to tank to whatever, but you're still choosing to do it, so, you know, you're on the hook. You should be held responsible for it. looks like I've got a couple of people bringing up matchmaking. Will says that issue is matchmaking. He's currently in Legend League, but he gets a lot of lame predetermined matches.
What's Legend League?
Legend League is the top 100.
Oh, top 100. Okay.
Yeah. So sometimes I do understand that it feels like you're getting like a predetermined match, like you're getting put in and you've got like nothing but, you're in Champion League, but you get put in with like masters and expert players, and the other team is like a full Champion League squad. I get that it kind of feels like they're targeting you to try and forcefully move you down because your win percentage is too high or something. I don't know that that's actually happening, but I will agree that matchmaking lately has been shit. Like, just straight shit. There's no other word that I can use to really describe. Well, there are other words that I could use to describe it, but that's the word that is the least likely to get me in trouble on YouTube. So, but yeah, matchmaking has been total garbage. It was doing really good there for like 2 months. Matchmaking was on spot, like insanely close matches almost every single time. It was great. And then this update, or the Halloween update, one of them hit, and man, matchmaking, like I was going against like, I'm in Champion League and I'm going against guys that are in like Silver League. Like, no joke. How does that even happen?
Were they running by themselves, or were they paired up with somebody, Chief?
No, running by themselves.
Thank you.
Wow. It just, matchmaking lately has literally been that bad. Where, you go through the list and it's like, it'll be Champion League player, 2 Master 3s, an Expert League, and maybe a Gold League player. And it is even on both sides like that. Both sides have the same lower league, players thrown into it. But man, the matches just suck, because of that. Or, you do run into that occasional, because I have seen that, full squads are hitting randoms more frequently again. Now, part of that is on the guy that's running the button to search, and some of those clans just really don't care that they're out there clubbing seals. So, some of that is on them. They're not stopping to reset their timer to look for an actual opponent. But lately there has been an increase, I think, in randoms going against full squads. And I don't know if that's because there's a lot more squads running. Not sure what you were saying there.
I'm sorry?
You got cut off there. I couldn't.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah, so as on the free-for-all side, the matchmaking is still pretty solid. There's games where I'll run into a couple of people that probably shouldn't be there, but overall, it's pretty...
something.
Anywhere between the 2 minutes.
Yeah, you got cut off again there. You said that matchmaking was pretty, I don't know. I'm guessing you mean solid, but...
Yeah, let me reconnect.
All right, looks like he's back.
I'm back. Yeah, what I was saying, in the free-for-all side, matchmaking has been pretty damn solid, or pretty damn nice. You may have a few matches there where somebody comes in that shouldn't really be there, but most of the time it's pretty good. What's frustrating there is the wait times. The wait times have gotten pretty damn long on certain matches.
Yeah, but I mean, I haven't been playing free for all, so I mean, it's good if you're still getting good solid matchups. But I know at least for us, for me personally, and it sounds like a lot of people in chat as well, playing Beacon Rush or Domination. Yeah, you're pretty much it's just a mess with matchmaking. Will is saying that he thinks that maybe a lot of players left when Pixonic nerfed things like the Ao June. I don't buy into that at all. Players come and go every single day with this game. Every time there's an update and they change something, the community goes into an uproar and everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna quit. Hardly anybody does, and it's just the same thing over and over. There is no shortage on players, basically, so I don't see that being the cause for the matchmaking being so bad. I think that they adjusted some things with matchmaking and it just totally screwed some stuff up. I don't know. Unicorn is saying that he found matchmaking pretty good. His matches have been really tough and very close. Well, that's great. I mean, that's how it was for like the past couple of months until just recently, at least for me. I mean, you can go through and watch some of my previous live streams, and we're going through, looking at the hangers, that we can see after a match, and it's like, what the heck? Why was this guy here? It's crazy.
AD say the problem is that not many people are playing free for all. Well, I mean, I've never had a problem up until recently. This all started very, very recent. Now, it's not every single game, but there are some matches where, I'll wait a minute, have 2 minutes to get into the game. But when I do get into the game, I'm generally up against excellent competition.
Let's see. Mixed Fan was talking about squad play needs to change. He's saying that allow two. Trying to understand what he's saying. Only allow 2-man or 4-man squads. Put them all on the same server if they're squads, so that they don't mix with randoms, and then they can team up 2v2 or some. I don't know. But anyway, I think the point that he's making is that the squads should be only going against squads. And I agree with that. I agree with especially full squads, because there is still a huge problem, and I don't know why Pixonic can't fix it, but I mean, you're fine running duos, and lately, I mean, if I'm in a duo, and I'd say probably 90% of my matches, there's a duo on the other side. Okay, so they've been good as far as that goes, but once you add a third, you're screwed. You're going to match up against full squads almost every match, and it sucks. It's just, it's stupid. It sucks. And but there's times when I would like to run 3 people, because that's, who I have on or whatever. I mean, hell, a couple of streams back, I did, we just ran a 3 squad, and we knew we were going to lose most of the matches, and we did, because we were facing full squads almost every match. But I don't understand how that happens. But anyway, so we're talking about matchmaking. Yeah, I don't know. I guess free for all matchmaking is pretty good, but I don't know. Hopefully things get straightened out, because yeah, it's been pretty horrendous as far as getting low league players thrown in, because that can't be fun for them. All right.
Okay, so George is saying that he's on the West Coast. He's over there in California, I'm assuming. And during at night he sees more Silver League players, and during the day it seems to be pretty good. So I guess maybe just the time of day that people play. I mean, it's hard to say.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that might be the case, but I mean, if that is the case, then, you know, make it take more than 3 seconds to find a match. I mean, because usually it's a super quick match, you know, you drop in right away. You know, I'd rather wait 20 or 30 seconds to go against better opponents. I think George was saying, I'm assuming George is probably in higher league, and he's saying that he was seeing players all the way down to Silver League in his matches. So I don't know.
I mean, they could broaden the scope to you know, from 30 seconds to a minute to help you get into a better match.
Yeah.
Of course, they're in trouble that lies the boosters that are people that are running. I mean, if you're running silver boosters or any kind of booster, you know, you don't want to be spending your time in wait, you know, when you're running boosters. And that would be the only thing I would bring up.
Yeah, well, and honestly, that goes back to what we've been trying to tell Pixonic for the longest time, is that the boosters should not, you know, count down when you're not in a match. You know, if they want it to be 30 minutes, it should be 30 minutes of playtime for a booster.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, when
I agree.
It just doesn't, or make them to where they're not time, but they're a certain number of matches, you know, 5 matches for, you know, instead of a 30-minute booster, you get 5 matches. I think that would be fair, but that's not going to happen. And Joe was saying that they should have a platform for solos and duos, one for 3 and 4 man squads and another one for 5 and 6 man squads. I agree. I think they should completely separate, you know, the squatted players, no matter what it is. But I mean, I personally, I think it's okay, you know, if you're running duo, to go against full randoms, you know, even though, you know, you would think that more people would be doing duos, but I because it doesn't give that much of an advantage, to be honest. But you know, if they did, you know, make a change and said, okay, duos will only go against other duos, that's cool too. I'm happy with that. But I think the biggest problem is those 3 and 4 man squads. Man, that's just, you're instantly going to get wrecked by an S clan that's just out there farming. That's just how it goes. Yep.
Evil Achiever's asking, I'm just getting here. Why are you so late, Evil? Have they talked about the Steam or game room issues? You're gonna be needed to be a little bit more specific on your question, Evil, as to what issues you're referring to, and we can discuss it a little bit if we got some time left.
I think game room was
Steam
unable
still
to
has
play.
no event update available yet. Okay. Are you aware of any of that? That Steam is still not doing their update?
Oh,
I know that they're always running like far behind.
Yeah, they do take a lot longer for whatever reason. But no, I don't play Steam. I don't, you know, really know too many people that do. It's a very small community that does play on Steam. So I mean, hopefully they give you guys the event and you know, at least, you know, give you the same number of days whenever they do start it. I know there was some issues with Game Room not long ago where they weren't able to play at all. Like they couldn't log in to actually play the game for, it was like a week, maybe longer. But I think Pixonic finally worked that out, and they were going to give some kind of compensation to those players.
They gave some kind of compensation for that. I'm not sure what it was, but there was some compensation there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Franco. I agree. I think boosters should be battle-based or match-based, not time-based.
Not time-based. I agree.
I mean, it's just how they have the boosters for the operation, right? I mean, when you buy that or get the operation booster, the plus 50%, it's for a certain number of battles. I mean, why can't they just do that for all of the boosters?
Exactly, I agree.
Talking about the operation, though, we do have a brand new operation called Tactical Superiority. It's another short one. There's only what, 7.5 days left on it. But you know, a couple of candy cane vipers. You've got some paint jobs in there, the norm, some silver. I think it's like 450 platinum. So it's not terrible on the platinum. And then I think the big prize is what they're calling the big prize is the solid Jaeger, and that's a limited edition Jaeger robot, but it's modeled off of whatever that big...
Sam Stone.
No,
that create.
No.
The Bastion. The Bastion.
Yeah, it's modeled after the Bastion, so it looks like the Bastion basically. So I mean, that's cool. I mean, I don't think you're gonna get to. I mean, there's just not many people that run the Jaeger, at least in high level. But you know, I guess if you're into it, it's cool.
You can acquire him at level 29.
All right, Joe dropped a 10 spot on us, said enjoying the stream. Thanks for answering all the questions, Chief and Islander. What upgrades did you guys focus on for the silver discount weekend? Appreciate the donation there, Joe. I focused on my Devastator, and that's it. I didn't have a whole lot of silver, so I got a couple of levels on my Devastator.
I went ahead and focused on 4 modules. Most of my weapons and everything else is pretty much up to par. Modules is something that I wanted to be messing with a little bit more, so I went ahead and got 2 of the cloaking devices and 2 of the what were they called, Chief? The reinforcement for the shield. The went blank.
You know, let me open it up because I can't ever.
I got it. The fortifiers.
Yeah, fortifiers. That's it.
So two cloaking devices and our 2 cloaking devices. Yeah, 2 cloaking devices and 2 fortifiers is what I worked on.
Right, and that kind of goes to a question that Will had just a second ago. But before I read his question, Farhan said, "Islander, what are you, man? Every time I try playing FFA, he faces you." So.
Well, I think we're just playing around the same times, partner. I mean, right now I'm only doing between an hour to an hour and a half a day because of work and everything else I got going on in real life. So my grind time has really stopped. So if you're catching me, you're generally playing in the same time frame that I'm playing, which is later in the evenings.
Right. Will said, getting into the question, what do y'all think about the Typhoon? Is it meta? Too late? In my opinion, we needed that robot during the Ravana meta. Now it's just kind of whatever. The Typhoon.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just not an OP bot. I think we're used to new robots coming and being super OP. And the Typhoon is just it's a fun robot. It's a solid robot, and if you stick some fortifiers on there, I mean, that Aegis shield that it has is friggin' crazy. But that's a lot of investment for a robot that's, not OP. But the good part of it is it's less likely to get a big nerf later. But I don't know. What do you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say. Well, it is definitely meta. I'll definitely put it in the meta because it has certain abilities. But it is not OP meta material like the Hawk is, like the Scorpion is. Okay, you're still stuck to the ground. You have no flight. You have no teleportation abilities. But you have that one ability, to lock down and suppress and all that good stuff. And it plays its role. It belongs in the meta, but it is not the overpowered monster that the Chief is talking about that we're normally used to when we get it.
Yeah, it's not gonna get the guys that are running like 3 or 4 Hawks in their hangar to remove one of their Hawks and put it in. It's just not. But for other players that are playing more for fun and less for the super high competitive, it's actually a fairly strong robot if you do it right. And it's fun. It's fun to play. So. I don't know.
Yeah, I would say it's a solid support bot with the 4 mediums and the ability to lock down and suppress. Atomizers, guys, Vipers. I mean, not Vipers. I'm sorry. The Wasps,
Pulsars.
the Pulsars, stuff like that would do very, very well on that particular. Because even if a hawk comes up to get you, he's gonna have to chew through the shield. Okay, and then you would have maybe a phase shift or some cloaking devices on there to help you out. They're not going to be able to get you right away, but if you would think you're going to get up in somebody's face and brawl with it, yeah, with the right weapon you can, and you'll probably do okay, but you're not going to sit there and run living legend streaks with it, okay? Just not going to happen. Just keep it real.
Yeah, and it isn't. It's not a brawler robot. It is a support robot, and honestly, I would throw 4 pulsars on it in a heartbeat, just because those pulsars are going to activate any of the anti-control modules that your opponents might have, so that when you do use your ability, it's going to hit. Because we think, and I don't think any of us know for sure, why sometimes it doesn't do what it's supposed to do when you use your the Typhoon ability against another robot. I don't know if I'm pretty sure that it is the anti-control that is preventing the Typhoon ability to do what it's supposed to do. But yeah, so I would definitely use like pulsars on there just to trigger any anti-control that they might have, so that you can actually land your ability on them, which is going to be what you need to do. And yeah, that's right, Goose. That's, I think, what you're running into, saying that he says the Typhoon ability only works some of the time. And yeah, I think it has something to do with anti-control, and it might even have something to do with some of the drone abilities. We're not sure. But one of the big things about the Typhoon is you really aren't going to get suppressed, because all the robots that suppress can't get through your shield. So Chris has said he got hit by a Typhoon atomizer and it hurt. Yeah, that is. I mean, that's just that. It's a strong build too.
That's what I'm running on right now, is the atomizers, just because simply the reload time is very, very quick, and it's got solid firepower. Well, not the reload time, the cooldown time.
Yeah, and that's right. Art said it might be some drone chip. Yeah, I personally, I'm pretty sure that anti-control affects the Typhoon ability, and some drone chip, something is causing it to sometimes not work, and I don't think that it's supposed to be that way. I think that's a bug. So I would expect, hopefully, that it will be figured out and it'll get corrected. And let's see, it's that guy saying, you're preaching to the choir though. Robots should be tested at MK2 level 12 right out of the box. Yep. We say it almost every single podcast. But
yep, every podcast, every test server, every day in, day out, we've been saying that for a long time. MK1 level 8, you don't even have the maximum amount of speed the robot can have. I mean, it's not the optimal testing I guess level as they claimed it to be. It's not.
Right. Halo fan 33 says he's getting bored of Scourge Spark. What should he run on his Phantom? Well, personally, I'm not a fan of Scourge and Spark, so I would have never recommended you to put it, especially on a brawling robot. But I know that it's a popular build, so whatever. There's other YouTubers out there that say that it's amazing, but anyway,
I used to run it.
Yeah,
but right now, if you can get a hold of them, go ahead. I'm sorry, Chief. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. I was just gonna say, cryos that's most likely what you're going to have that's effective, or do a full sound system. I mean, that's what I'm running on my Phantom right now, is the sound system, and it's working great. But I know that's newer weapons, so harder to get. If you don't have it, definitely go with the cryos, my opinion. Now, what's your take, Eddie?
Yeah, I would definitely recommend the new acoustic weapons, as Chief just said right now, or if you have the atomizers along with the Quarkers, that is also a pretty decent little setup. Good for speed, and it doesn't matter if you miss here and there. Once you get up point blank range where you're supposed to be, you're going to do very, very good. So those would be my 2 recommendations. Along with the cryos. The cryos are never bad.
Yep. And let's see, 80. Hold on. Is that a question for 80? I don't know. I'll skip that. Let's see.
Yeah, it looks like he responded to somebody.
Yeah, Unicorn says go with the full sound system. I agree. xCHIEFx says he's using the Quarker and atomizer on the Phantom, and yeah, that is a strong one. It didn't really immediately come to mind, mainly because, I mean, Quarker and atomizer, there are a lot of people using them now, but I don't know, they never really fully overtook the cryos, because the cryos have been out longer. So I think
I'm running the 3 Quarkers on the Pursuer and just having amazing success with them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got 4 on my Blitz, and it's ridiculous. with what I got? I got 2 overdrive, maxed out overdrive units,
right,
and 4 Quarkers, and man, that Blitz is just so much fun.
Yeah, it does some work. Blitz is still a solid build, even after the little nerfing or spanking that it took. All right, it is still a solid build. If you have a Blitz, and you pull him out, put his ass back in there, he's good to go.
Yeah, definitely. But anyway, guys, I think we'll be looking at wrapping it up here. If you guys have any last minute questions for Eddie or myself, or any statements that you want to have made into the permanent record here at our YouTube studio. I'm going to pretend we have a YouTube studio, but we don't.
We do, Chief. We have an amazing studio. We'll show y'all one day.
Yeah, one day.
CGI the hell out of it.
But no, it's man, I don't know. I think if Pixonic can correct the matchmaking snafu that's been going on, and get back to where they were for like the past couple of months, where every single match was like super close, man, I when it's like that, I'm having tons of fun. But they really need to get in there, and they need to fix this whole full squad going against randoms thing. That's just, I mean, it's been going on for too long, and it's past time for them to fix that. There is no, in my opinion, there is no time when it is appropriate to put 6 random players against a full squad, ever. I mean, if that means that full squads have to run on their own server, so be it. If that means the full squads need to take, 3 minutes to find a match, hey, you want to run full squad? That's how it is, They shouldn't just be handing you free silver because you're out there, spanking on a bunch of randoms. Praynavs, I'm not even gonna try your last name or your second name there. He said, Islander, what was the answer to your Havoc giveaway trivia?
Well, you got to go to Danny's video, and tell me how many. That's my one. I went blank, Chief. How many was he doing in his giveaway?
Well, How many of the scatters he's given away?
In today's video, Danny's giving away scatters. I didn't know whether it was 25 or 50. So the trivia was for you to go find out, come back and put it in the comment section.
That's an interesting way to do it.
The giveaway is still going on. You're going to have to go visit Danny's channel to find out.
Let's see. Unicorn says, how do I like the dev atomizer build on the Fenrir versus the full sound system? Honestly, I like it. And he's talking about on my personal account, I have a Fenrir and I run 2 atomizers and a Devastator on it, and I really like that combination. It gives a little more flexibility versus a Fenrir running a full sound system. Yeah, up close, straight up brawling, the full sound system is probably going to do a better job because they can't heal from any of it. But you know, having that flexibility, I mean, 2 atomizers, you know, even at, you know, 500 meters away, when they're MK2 level 12, they hurt. So, you know, I just have that extra flexibility with my Fenrir where I can start dishing out some damage, especially to like Titans that are, you know, not quite in my range. So it's just a personal preference, but I think both builds are really good. War Machine said he would love to see more resources added in the game for grinders because 100 gold a day and 65 platinum a day is not much.
We talked about that already.
Yeah, I mean they are doing more. It's slow, but you have to understand that from their point of view, resources is income to them. So if they give out resources like they're, you know, like free and unlimited, then their main revenue stream is going to slowly, you know, die off. So from a company standpoint, I personally understand why there is a limit to how much you can grind for, at least through tasks and whatnot. I mean, there is no limit, you know, for silver and gold. I mean, if you're willing to play 24 hours a day, I mean, you can earn, you know, silver and gold from every match, you know. But you're talking about like the daily tasks, you know. Yeah, it's not much, but you know, I mean,
and we did discuss it earlier where you can go to generate gold by playing some games, and of course Pixonic is going to collect some revenue from that company that you went to go play the game and grind over there. Since you visited that game and you completed the level, they will pay Pixonic a certain amount of whatever agreed upon finances that's agreed upon, and they buy the gold for you. You just got to put in the time.
Yeah. So I mean, there are some avenues that they're expanding, you know, so that's good. And the fact that they put, you know, platinum in the black market finally, that's great. And you know, so
yeah, my last 2 trips to the black market, Chief, I scored 5,000 gold on each trip.
Oh, so, nice.
Yeah.
I mean, there's good stuff in that gold chest right now, and they finally also put in modules. You know, that's awesome that when modules first came out, we were like, well, why aren't they in like the gold chest? Why not? So it's nice to see them. It's nice to see some good pilots in there. It's, you know, of course you're never going to win that 9,000 keys. Because I don't
know anybody who's hit the 9,000 keys.
Yeah, but you know that, you know, they do have the 100 platinum in there. You know, I don't know if it's a common, you know, thing to hit or not. I mean, but it's there, you know. So I'm gonna be thankful for you know, the flexibility, you know, or the changes that they are making, because you know, I think in the long run it's gonna make a difference. So. They are moving in the right direction, basically, what I'm trying to get at. Danelle Thacker said, "Does anyone know if you get to keep gold and platinum playing a test server?" No, you don't, because every test server it restarts and yeah, it starts over, and none of that is on your actual account. That's the test server.
And the payouts on the test server are just amazing. The economy on the test server is just so freaking awesome, man. Oh, they give you some good payouts there.
Yeah.
I like the old WR.
Yep. The Wizard says he knows someone that won 100 keys from the bronze chest. Hey, Wizard, no joke. I've won that at least twice that I remember.
Yeah, I've hit that one already. But the 9,000 keys is a different ballgame.
Yeah, 9,000 keys is I mean that's a pretty big deal, especially with these changes to the chest. xCHIEFx is asking if the changes to the black market is permanent. I do believe so.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to alter them anytime soon.
Oh, Richard. He says, honestly, there's nothing they can do to save the game. The game is over, in my opinion. Well, Richard, if the game was over, why are you sitting here listening to two dudes talk about a game that's dead? Think about that for a second. Seriously.
I got cut off there, Chief. What was that?
It's all good. No, I was talking to Richard. He said, honestly, there's nothing that they can do to save the game. The game is over, in my opinion. And I just said, well, then why are you on YouTube listening to two dudes talk about a dead game? I mean, think about that. If the game was dead, what the hell are you doing listening to this right now? Why would you click on it if it's a dead game?
Richard, all I got to say to you is the same thing that I've said many times in the past. This game has been dying since the Rhino came out. You know, since the Dashbots came out, since the Lancelot came out. Every meta comes out, kills the game, and it's never died. You know, and it's going to continue to go, and it's going to continue to grow. That's just the way it is right now. The game may be dead for you. You may have reached that point with this game where you're just done with it. But there's a huge community of millions of players out there that the game is well alive for.
Yeah.
So as far as it dying, it may be dead for you, partner, but that doesn't speak for everybody.
And I can tell you for sure that the developers and the company behind it are fully invested in this game continuing. I mean, they just completely redid the full code for the game. They are investing a ton into it. I don't know, I don't know if you follow any of the lead developers or anything on like Facebook, but they post a lot on their personal Facebook accounts about the game. And I mean, other game companies are going to them to figure out how they were able to make this game so successful for so long. And they aren't planning on backing down. They're putting a lot of money into this game. And it's
they guaranteed us that there was not going to be a WR2. There was not going to be a War Robots 2 coming up. They were going to invest in War Robots, and they have. They're all in their game, and they're going to do what they do. And nobody can argue that this game is not fresh. This game is about as fresh as they come. There is always new content. There's always new things coming out. I mean, if you want to go play a dead game, go play Bot. Battle of Titans. That game came out. And if you go to it right now, it still has the exact same bots that it came out with. They never did anything for it. It got boring. It got stagnant. And it just died out. This game is completely, everly changing.
Right. Sometimes changing too fast.
I agree. We need to slow that down. Little baby steps.
Yeah.
Baby steps. It's too fresh.
Give us a little time with some stuff to play with it and have fun before you go changing it. Or replacing
You
it.
hear that, Pixotic? You hear that, Pixotic? What Chief just said? Give us a little time, baby. Slow it down a little bit. It's too fresh, but fresh it is nevertheless.
Hey, Epoch says you can say what you want about Pixo. They made a fun game that I enjoy playing. Hey, right on. That's a good attitude. I mean, do I agree with every move Pixonic makes? Absolutely not, and you guys know that, and I tell it like I see it, and I'm pretty sure Eddie's the same way. So, I mean, but you're right. I mean, they made a good game. It's fun. The community, and this is where this game is separated from most other mobile games. Pixonic has focused heavily on the community. That means the people. That means they have a big footprint on social media. You know, they really push for people to get on and use things like Discord, the in-game, you know, friending through Facebook. And that helps you build camaraderie and gives you good memories in playing the game. Even if the game has rough spots, you have a lot of friends now that you've made through social media. So I think that was really what set this game apart.
I gotta agree 100%. I mean, I made friends in this game that have done things and have helped me in ways that my own real life friends never would have.
That is a fact. Absolutely. Hell, it was people that I met on this game that helped me literally move across the country. Literally. I mean, it's pretty insane, but it happened. So yeah.
Go ahead and say his name. Give the man credit. Go ahead and say his name. Tell him who it was.
Well, I had a lot of help from Kine, who is my my main partner there on when I'm doing my duos, and Zarathustra, who literally, the dude literally flew out to drive me across the country. Pretty crazy. So,
thumbs up, my man. Thumbs up.
Doesn't matter says the boosters in the bronze chest is the best change to the black market. Hey, you know, I mean, boosters, you know, if you're winning boosters, you're saving gold. It sucks, you know, having to pay gold for boosters when you run out. But yeah. Now, if they would just add honor boosters to one of those chests, that would be the bomb, because awesome. They need to stop selling that shit. Right now, and for the last year, the only way to get honor boosters is using cash. And that sucks because they promised that they were removing it from the game, and they never did. It's still being sold for only cash.
What is it now? Still the only booster you can't get anywhere is the speed booster, isn't it?
No. You can get the speed booster in the bronze chest now. You can get all the boosters really? Now. Yeah, the shield booster, the all of them. The only one that you cannot,
use my video ad.
The only one you cannot get in the game unless you pay cash is the honor booster, and that needs to stop. Especially because that's, you know, with the changes to the trophies.
It's not there, Chief. You got the shield, you got the durability, you got the damage, and you got the ability booster.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I saw the ability booster, and sorry, I thought that one was the speed. It's the ability. I'm not a fan of their remade booster interface still. I liked the old icons. They were easier for me to remember.
And in the silver chest, all you got is the silver booster.
Yeah, but doesn't matter says that speed boosters you get from the daily ads. So when you log in, it does watch 2 ads and you get speed boosters.
You get 1 booster.
Still better than no booster.
I guess you're right.
So it's still available. But the only one that's not is honor booster.
Right.
But anyway, I think that is going to wrap it up. I appreciate everybody that took part in the conversation here. Eddie, as always, it's nice to have you on, and it's good that your schedule has changed for the foreseeable future, and we can get back to the regular here, I think, with the show.
Yeah, absolutely, Chief. I mean, like I said, we're going to be good to go till February, fellas, so happy about that. unless any crazy changes happen here in the next sort of in the near future, which I do not foresee. We should be good to go all the way to February, and then we'll see where we end up from there. Hopefully, we'll be able to continue doing the podcast at this exact time, because it's kind of worked out for just about everybody.
Right, and don't forget, we do have the giveaways going on our channels right now. I have a giveaway video up, and it's live right now on my channel for giving away Devastators. Eddie, he's giving away Havocs. Every day he posts a giveaway video, so you need to be on top of that. And over at Lightning WR, he is giving away Scatters, so stop by Danny's channel as well. And I mean,
I have the videos up. I still have not selected winners for any of the videos, guys. So y'all make sure, if you haven't seen the videos and you haven't put in your player ID or platforms, or gone there and answered the little trivia questions or the passwords, you still got time to do that. I'll be selecting the first set of winners tomorrow. So make sure y'all swing by, and make sure you swing by and say hello to Danny as well, fellas.
Yeah, definitely. But yep, that is going to be it for the show, guys. I appreciate y'all very much. Thanks for dropping in. And hopefully next Sunday we'll be doing it up again for you guys. I kind of like the format here, where it's just kind of. I think I'm gonna no longer be looking at topics for the show. Let's just talk about whatever we need to talk about. It seems to be working pretty well. But anyway, appreciate y'all. Hopefully y'all stay safe out there, and until the next one, Chief out.